Hello, everyone, and welcome to today's episode of GirlExec. I'm Isha, and as always, I'm joined by my friend Kristy. Today's episode is a bit bittersweet. Kristy and I have poured our heart, our passion, our interest areas into GirlExec every week for the past 26 weeks, 6 months. But as we reflect on all of the coaching that we've given to others, we realize that life and career also has different seasons for us. And due to that, we've taken the decision to conclude our live weekly recordings of GirlExec, but to replay directly on social media and all of our outlets all of the episodes that we have shared as a 6-month GirlExec experience for us to go back to and for all of you to enjoy.
In our time researching, writing, and partnering with one another and others has been fun. It's led us through our own development and reflection. We've had such a great time engaging with listeners offline about the topic. So in this episode, we'll share our own reflection around a few questions and ask that as you listen to this and think about the future, keep your eyes out for the directly posted videos and share those episodes as we share them on Facebook, Instagram, and LinkedIn.
So the first question is, what still excites us about GirlExec? I'll tell you, GirlExec has been a once-in-a-lifetime experience. First, to launch a new series and to learn a lot more about social media with one of my best friends for the past 25 years. But I think the concept of it is so valuable. Women helping other women with the lessons that we've learned along the way, sharing our pitfalls and our mistakes, just having that openness to share and to help the next generation along. That's what this has been all about for me. And I think that we all have to continue that virtual cycle, whether you do it as a YouTube series or just proactively seeing ways that you can support other people in your day-to-day. That's at the core of it, and that will continue in my life, even if not on the GirlExec series.
I would echo everything you said, Aisha. What I would add is, I love that we had a reach to women, around the globe. And it excites me that the development that took place, the discussions, we had 5 to 7 minute videos, and there were discussions and decisions that really occurred as a result of that. And I'm just excited about the impact it has had and will continue to have.
And I think that's another question. How has delivering 26 episodes impacted us? I'll say this, it's never been about us. It was for others. And I think you make a good point, Kristy. You know, we've had people reach us and say, whether it was a topic on women in leadership or self-promoting yourself or inspiring people to consider careers abroad or talking about leading from your heart and letting people know that it's okay to integrate emotion into your work. The episode on therapy has unlocked some things for a couple of people. So I think that what's impacted me most about these 26 episodes is that feedback and those tidbits through chat, through phone calls, through responses to the videos that we've touched people's lives. I'm grateful for that because so many people who come to mind right now have done the same thing for me. So again, I think there's impact in making an impact. And I'm proud of the work that we've done with that.
You know, I agree. That's probably, for me, most impactful, or probably most what I value the most out of it. You know, the very real part is when writing episodes or when responding to questions, is that it forced me to self-reflect and to some degree hold myself accountable to the standards that we're recommending. Like, I think about our episodes, and it's funny you mentioned the same one since we didn't know what we were going to say. In this is the women in leadership, the self-promotion, and the series on leading as a whole woman. For me, those were the most impactful, I think, in terms of just my own self-reflection and my own processing and saying, am I still, will I press? Self-promotion is not a natural thing for me. Will I press into that though? So I just, to be authentic, we had to do our own reflection in that.
Right. And I want to be clear, we don't do every day everything that we talked about in these episodes.
No.
It's a lot about, all of us know what we should do, and we don't expect anybody to do all of it. But you have the knowledge and the inspiration to pull out and to act on those nuggets as it's relevant to support you. So just to be crystal clear, we're all on our journey.
Yes, yes. And, so that thinking about as we move forward and posting the videos from the last 6 months, one of the things around what do we hope to really happen? I hope that there are more conversations. I know that there were, ladies who would reach out to us and say, oh, we watched this short video and then we have a discussion around the topic. And I remember there are people like around when we had the internship episode and leading as an entrepreneur, there were people who shared, oh, I shared this with my daughter because they may have not been, early in their career, but they're like, this is good. Let me pass it on to the next person. So really my hope is that we simply have a greater reach. There are more conversations and that there are moves made and decisions made by women as they just come into whatever, and that could be professionally or personally, but coming into what it means for them to be the best version of themselves.
And I hope that people will take it as an opportunity. Now, I know I will. I mentioned, Kristy, we record the episodes, and I've only re-listened to about 15 to 20% of them because we've talked it. But we hope that in posting these directly to social media, that other women will join us and go on this 26-week journey to take those 5 to 7 minutes per week to go back and to refresh if we've had a chance to listen to the content before, or to really build into yourself by listening to it the first time. We deserve 5 to 7 minutes. We earn 5 to 7 minutes to have something to inspire us in our life and our career, given everything that we do as women. So I'll be taking the GirlExec 6-month experience.
All right.
We hope that those watching will join us as well. But know that you deserve it. And if you can get even 1 or 2 nuggets out of that to increase your confidence, your style, your swag, then you would have done yourself well.
So here's the last question. What is a final piece of advice that we could share? And as I thought about this is something that's very simple. I'm sure I have said it in an episode or two. It's simply to listen, learn, and lead. And that could be at home, and that could be in a workspace, in the community where you're volunteering. Always take time to listen. Listen to yourself, what's your body telling you, where are your emotions, how do you feel, what are your passions. Listen to the people around you if the situation calls for that. And pause enough to take the learning out of it. There is a mentor from when I was back in Pittsburgh, and he always said, adjust your feelings to the facts, because your feelings could mislead you.
Right.
So listen, learn, and then decide exactly how you want to lead.
I'm going to give a 3-piece final advice. First thing I would say is believe in yourself deeply. Don't base your belief on how good of a job you did today or you did yesterday. Believe in your potential deeply and know that no matter what happens, it's still there. Related to that, give yourself grace. Like we said, we don't do everything that we talk about. We're on the journey. Believe in yourself and give yourself grace when hiccups happen. Accept it and know that it's okay to keep moving with your head high. The last thing I would say, because it relates to Kristy and our friendship on camera and in real life, is find that buddy, because there's nothing like that person who you can go to in those tough moments, in those mountaintop moments, and have that person to be there for your support. Reach out and grab that buddy. So we hope that this advice supports you, and if you have other advice, if you're listening, that you would share as final pieces that you think women can benefit from. Please share that in the chat also.
So as we conclude our weekly live recordings, we hope you and the young professionals around you benefit from the episodes that we repost. Continue to invest in yourself and continue to refine your leadership to be the best version of you. We appreciate you listening and sharing GirlExec, which is designed to share 40 years of professional insight and experience to enrich your career and life.
Thank you.
Thank you.